The Caterham Project V represents a bold turning point for one of the most iconic lightweight sports car brands in the world. For decades, Caterham Cars has been synonymous with purity, simplicity, and a raw driving experience through its legendary 7 models. These tiny, open-top roadsters, often resembling little more than a chassis, wheels, and an engine, became cult classics because of their sheer mechanical honesty. They were never about luxury, comfort, or technology, but about a visceral, lightweight driving thrill. Now, in 2026, Caterham is taking its first step into electrification with the Project V, a small coupe designed not to abandon those principles but to reinterpret them for the electric age. Rather than building a heavy, feature-packed EV, Caterham aims to prove that electric sports cars can still be lightweight, agile, and thrilling. At the heart of the Project V lies its electric powertrain, which has been deliberately engineered with restraint. While many manufacturers chase headlines with outputs over 500 or even 1,000 horsepower, Caterham has chosen to focus on balance and usability. A single electric motor, developed in collaboration with Yamaha, is mounted on the rear axle and produces around 200 kilowatts, equivalent to 268 horsepower. This figure might not sound dramatic in an age when family EVs like the Kia EV6 GT boast nearly 600 horsepower, but Caterham has always believed that outright power matters far less than power-to-weight ratio and chassis engagement. By keeping the Project V's weight incredibly low for an electric vehicle, the performance is still genuinely quick, with a projected 0 to 62 miles per hour sprint in under 4.5 seconds. Top speed is expected to be in the region of 143 miles per hour, fast enough for any spirited driver yet not so excessive that it undermines Caterham's philosophy of accessible performance. Supporting that compact motor is an equally compact battery pack. The Project V is fitted with a 55 kilowatt-hour battery developed with Xing Mobility, using an advanced immersion-cooled cell-to-pack architecture. This technology enables both effective thermal management and compact packaging, which helps Caterham keep the weight low. Whereas most modern electric sports cars carry batteries exceeding 75 or even 100 kilowatt-hours, resulting in enormous curb weights, the Project V deliberately keeps things lean. Thanks to the light battery and the aerodynamic coupe body, Caterham targets a range of around 249 miles on the WLTP cycle. That makes the Project V not a long-distance grand tourer, but a practical sports car that can handle daily driving as well as weekend getaways. Charging capability has also been prioritized, with the promise of a 20 to 80% charge in around 15 minutes using a fast DC charger. This means that, although the battery is modest in size, recharging it on the go will not be a painful process. The real magic of the Project V, however, lies not in its motor or its battery but in its weight. At just 1,190 kilograms, or around 2,624 pounds, it is astonishingly light for a modern EV. To put this into perspective, most electric performance cars today weigh well over 1,800 kilograms, and some push past 2,200 kilograms. Even small electric hatchbacks like the Mini Cooper SE tip the scales at nearly 1,500 kilograms. Caterham's achievement is therefore remarkable. The weight savings have been realized through a bespoke composite structure developed with Ital Design, which blends carbon fiber, aluminum, and lightweight materials into a rigid, safe shell. Every design decision was made with mass reduction in mind, from the compact battery to the minimalistic interior. The end result is an EV that feels closer in weight to a classic sports car than to a modern luxury electric coupe. Performance is more than just numbers, and Caterham has always prioritized handling character. The Project V is designed to deliver sharp, communicative dynamics that mirror the best traits of its petrol-powered predecessors. With rear-wheel drive, a low center of gravity, and perfectly balanced weight distribution, the car promises to feel alive in the driver's hands. Suspension is expected to be fully independent with performance-oriented geometry, likely a double wishbone arrangement, to maximize grip and feedback. Braking will combine strong regenerative systems with ventilated disc brakes, giving both efficiency in normal driving and reliable stopping power on spirited runs. Caterham has also equipped the Project V with 3 driving modes: Normal, Sport, and Sprint, allowing the driver to adjust throttle mapping, regenerative braking strength, and overall responsiveness. These modes provide flexibility, enabling the car to be docile around town yet razor-sharp on track. The exterior design of the Project V marks a departure from Caterham's typically utilitarian looks. Designed under Anthony Jannerly and refined with Ital Design, the coupe is modern, sculpted, and elegant while still looking purposeful. The proportions are classically sporting: a long, flowing hood, a compact cabin, and muscular rear haunches. Slim LED lighting front and rear, aerodynamic intakes, and a functional diffuser add contemporary touches without overcomplicating the design. The body is clean and timeless, avoiding the overly aggressive flourishes that date many performance cars. In this respect, the Project V looks as though it could remain fresh and appealing for decades. The styling is not just for aesthetics, however, it also aids aerodynamics and efficiency, helping achieve the targeted range from a relatively small battery. Inside, the Project V is as minimalist as its exterior is elegant. Caterham's designers deliberately avoided cluttering the cockpit with giant touchscreens or complex digital dashboards. Instead, the cabin is clean, driver-focused, and lightweight. Essential information is displayed clearly, while infotainment is largely handled through smartphone mirroring, reducing the need for heavy, power-hungry hardware. This not only saves weight, but also reflects Caterham's philosophy that driving should be the center of the experience, not technology. Materials are carefully chosen for both lightness and quality, with Alcantara, carbon fiber, and aluminum accents used throughout. Seating is arranged in a unique 2+1 configuration, 2 main front seats for driver and passenger, and a smaller rear seat suitable for a child or occasional adult passenger. This arrangement strikes a clever balance between practicality and performance, offering something different from the typical 2-seat sports car without the compromises of a full 4-seater. Pricing is always a key factor, and Caterham has been upfront about its target. In the UK, the Project V is expected to start at under £80,000. This positions it as a premium sports EV, more expensive than mainstream electric coupes or hot hatchbacks, but more affordable than high-end luxury EVs like the Porsche Taycan. In the United States, should Caterham offer it there, the price is projected to exceed $100,000 once homologation, shipping, and local compliance costs are factored in. This will make it a boutique, enthusiast-focused product rather than a mass-market car. While it may seem expensive relative to horsepower, the Project V's value lies in its uniqueness, a lightweight, driver-centric EV with Caterham's DNA. Buyers will be paying for exclusivity, engineering philosophy, and the joy of driving rather than raw statistics. In terms of competition, the Project V occupies a rare niche. Few EVs focus on lightness and simplicity. Tesla's Roadster, still yet to arrive, promises extreme performance but will likely be far heavier and far more expensive. The Alpine A110, though petrol-powered, is perhaps the closest rival in spirit, offering a lightweight sports car with modest power. The Lotus Emira EV, when it arrives, may also compete, though again with higher price and complexity. In this context, Caterham stands nearly alone in its philosophy, carving out a space for enthusiasts who want an EV that feels analog and mechanical in a digital age. Ownership of the Project V will likely be as unique as the car itself. Caterham is a small manufacturer, so production numbers will be limited. Reports suggest a target of around 2,000 units per year. This will make the car rare and collectible, especially as one of the first lightweight sports EVs. Servicing may require specialized expertise, particularly given the use of bespoke parts, but Caterham's partnership with Yamaha and Xing Mobility should ensure that the powertrain and battery are built to high standards of reliability. While it won't be as easy to service as a mainstream EV, owners will be buying into an experience rather than pure practicality. For enthusiasts who already view Caterham cars as passion purchases rather than necessities, this is unlikely to be a deterrent. Ultimately, the Caterham Project V is a statement of intent. It shows that the future of sports cars need not be dominated by heavy, overpowered machines crammed with technology. Instead, it argues that lightness, balance, and driver engagement remain as relevant in the electric era as they were in the age of internal combustion. With its modest but sufficient power, compact battery, minimalist design, and careful engineering, the Project V could redefine what an electric sports car can be. For drivers who still believe in connection, feedback, and joy behind the wheel, this car might be one of the most important releases of the decade. It bridges heritage and future, delivering Caterham's purest DNA in a package that meets modern demands for zero-emissions driving. In conclusion, the Caterham Project V 2026 is not just another electric car. It is a philosophy on wheels, proof that EVs can be as engaging and characterful as their petrol-powered predecessors. With a price of under £80,000 in the UK, likely over $100,000 in the US, performance that blends usable speed with agility, and a design that combines modern elegance with functional minimalism, it offers something truly different. This is a car for enthusiasts who want to feel connected to the road, for collectors who value rarity, and for drivers who believe that lightness is still the greatest performance advantage. Whether it succeeds in the market remains to be seen, but as a vision of what the future of driving could look like, the Caterham Project V stands out as one of the most exciting sports EVs of its generation.